Hello, this is my submission for the Ansible assignment, setup and configuration. So step 1, install Ansible on Ubuntu. Oops, so I have my Ansible server here, this machine, and then this is going to be the client. So Ubuntu 2 and Ubuntu 1. So this is 1 and 2, host, client. Okay. So let's see, I already have Ansible installed on here, but the command would be sudo apt update. You'd update this first. Oops. You'd update that first. And then, sorry, let me fix this thing real quick. And then to install Ansible, you do sudo apt install Ansible. And then just so you don't have to hit yes and hit Y. But then I already have it installed, so I have Ansible 2.17.6 installed. Very good. Number 2, configure a client host. Identify and configure at least one Unix-based host as a client. Update the etc host file to include the host name and IP address. Alright, so if I go to my host file here, or this is my inventory file, let me open it real quick. So go to root directory, etc, and host. Oh, whoops. I'm going to open it in Sublime Text just so it's all in one place. Alright, you'll see that I have this machine Ubuntu 2 at 192.168.1.231, and if I go to my client, you'll see I am at 192.168.1.231. So I have this in my host file so that my machine will be able to recognize it. See, I'm getting ping successfully, so it seems to be talking to this machine. They're talking to each other just fine. Okay, add the client to Ansible inventory. So if I go to my Ansible inventory file here, we'll see that I added Ubuntu 2 under finance host, under that group. And then enable passwordless SSH to client. So configure SSH key-based authentication for the client by generating an SSH key and copying it to the client. So just to demonstrate, you would use this to generate a key, and then once you make the key, you would use this command, and then you'd enter the name, you'd enter the, I'd say whatever the name of the key is here, and then you'd enter where you're copying it to. But I already did that. To log into, it says here, verify passwordless SSH by running SSH client hostname Ubuntu 2. So it's in there because this machine has the public key on it now, and if we just want to verify that, we can has the keys there. And I actually had to do something to get the SSH to work. So you'll see that I'm Ubuntu 1 at Ubuntu 2. This was not working initially because my client machine did not have this username in its system. So I had to actually go on here and do the command sudo add user Ubuntu 1. And then I would add so that this machine would recognize that user. Otherwise it wasn't working. Figure that out. Okay, and next use the Ansible command to ping the client and confirm connectivity on Ansible. Okay. Whoops, let me exit SSH real quick. And Ansible Ubuntu, it said ping the client, right? Yeah, ping the client. And then module ping. Cool. And Ubuntu 2 success. Ping pong. Very good. Run the setup command. Use the setup module to gather system information about the client. So it's going to show me a bunch of information. So Ansible, Ubuntu 2, setup. So here we go. A whole bunch of information about the network, system configuration. Very good. And some of the playbooks you had here were set to dynamically retrieve information from that setup command, and respond to the data that they were given from the setup command. Now moving on to that, the playbooks, we're going to do these in order, I suppose. So facts.yaml. I have to go to my documents /units. I believe this is it. There we go. So first up, we're going to do facts. And then this playbook, excuse me, this one is going to print, or this one's going to create a text file called family.txt onto the desktop of our client. So let's see how that goes. Alright, and it also LS'd. See, it says ls. Also did that as well. And if we go to our client, we'll see that family.txt is here. And printed the family is Debian. See, it also printed the family is, and then it retrieved this from the setup command dynamically. Alright, moving on. Whoops. Stats is next, stats.yaml. This one is going to, just jog my memory. Okay, this one's going to put another text file on the client's desktop. It's going to print the username, print my username. So it's going to print the username of the Ansible machine. So let's see if it works out. Alright, seems to have checked out, and now we have output.txt. And yes, along with some other information, get system status and information. So it printed out that information as well as the name here, Ubuntu 1, of the host, of the username of the Ansible's machine. So that one worked. Very good. Next we have condition. So condition is going to install Nginx. Let's see. Task install Nginx on Ubuntu, like it said right there. Alright, let's see if on our client machine Nginx is installed. Let's go in the web browser. Oh, whoops. Typo, sorry. And Nginx is installed. Very good. Next we have loop.yaml. So loop is going to create another text file. And it's going to list these items. So loop. Okay, and alright, gathering facts. Very good. List packages here. And we should see these printed in a text file on the desktop of our client. And loops.txt. Whoops. It's not opening. Open. There we go. Vim nano Python. And yeah, Vim nano Python. Alright, and last we have installing this web server with webserver.yaml. So if we go here, it's going to update app cache, check if Apache's installed, install Apache, change the port to listen on 9090 right here. Update default virtual host, create custom index HTML, and it's going to be in the same directory that this file is stored on, and it's right here. It's going to on the web page. When you look at it, it's going to say hello from Ubuntu 2 right here. It's going to get that information from the Ansible setup command. All right, let's see how it runs. Oops. So it's going to install. So update app cache. Check if Apache is installed. Install Apache. This might take a second. Installing the firewall. Alright, and it seemed to have worked. Let's go to our client, and it's listening on port 9090. And hello from Ubuntu 2. Very good. So that was all the steps, and that concludes my submission. Thank you.